pass the game challenge. But there's a twist. Instead of games, it's mods. So, let me explain. 7 devs make a Minecraft mod and pass it on after each turn. Each developer gets 2 hours each. Once a developer is done with his turn, then they pass it on. So without further ado, here's the first developer.
Hello everybody, I'm Pancakes3, the developer for Cursecraft, and Clausy has invited me to this mod dev challenge. And I'm going to be the one to start off. I'm starting it all off. That'll be fun. So yeah, let's go look at what I've done this whole time. So yeah, sorry about the bad video, but right now I'm basically setting up so when you join the world, you get like a certain amount of mana, and then I'm setting up the mana regen and all of that, so you actually regen your mana, because it doesn't do that. I need to set up the folders and whatnot, and set up the particle for the magic types. I'm going to only start off with black or dark and light, just so everybody can do this right here. This is like a black hole, a light sword, you know, make that texture and model. I'm cracked that block bench, guys, look at that. Adding it in, gotta add the move system so you can actually use moves and it's not like just there. Gotta add all those things in, you know. Like right here, fixing a few things with the player join, because it doesn't work fully because you just set it to false. So hopefully, while I'm looking back at that, realizing that somebody hopefully will fix that. Right now I'm making the move, like the keybinds and some of the moves. We've got shadow bolts, just lightning comes down with black particles. Dash, you'll see soul drain is still broken. But yeah, passing it off to Closey.
What's up, guys? It's my turn now. It's Closey. So first what I did is I checked Pancake stuff, and he made this current mana stuff, and he also made this join things, and I just looked at it for a second. And next, I went into the game, and I want to test some stuff out, see what he had done so far. And I found this thing called a light sword, so I tested that out. Looks pretty cool model there. And I checked the keybind, changed the move key to R. Then I checked out some more stuff, and then I was kind of confused about this switching stuff, but I finally got it to work. And yep, this is when I started to go and start adding things. So I fixed up some of the Pancake stuff and the change move procedure. Looked at back what he did before so I could use that. Moving on, I made an overlay, I made some tags, some variables, and then I also made an EXP system where your EXP goes up every time that you get a kill, and then also it gives you stat points and like levels. So here's me doing that. Moving on, I made the system that gives you a scroll, or I guess I can call it a wizard letter once you get to a certain level. Here's me editing the item. So then I made some folders, and then here I made it where when you right click the wizard letter, then it opens up some stuff. And I was gonna make this entire like random tier system, but then I was like, okay, yeah, that would take too much time. So I just fixed it. I just changed it, and instead I just made it give you the scroll. And when you were done with the scroll, it gave you a magic learner's book, as you can see right there at the top. So here I am making a magic learner GUI where basically you can make your own ability with the base and the type, and I also added an ability name thing. Here's me making that actually work. You click the create button. Here's me making the particles for the projectile stuff, and then here is me making an attack for the earth blocks, and here's me almost done with it. It's a very long procedure, as you can see. And then moving on to the area attack, I made a lot, and this was also extremely long, as you can see. So once I was done with that, I went to the EXP dev procedure, fixed that up, and then I fixed a little bit of bugs, not too much, looked over stuff, and I made a GUI for your stats, like magic level and whatnot. And I worked on the chat system, because when you send a chat, and you can like make your ability go off if you say like the name, basically, so it's like casting a spell. And so I fixed up that, made some if statements, it was a lot, and then look back at Pancake stuff and added a system where it gives you a message when you join the world so you know what to do. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So I went into the game to go test everything, glue some stuff that Pancake did. And when I was testing it, I was like, okay, I need to get my EXP up so I can, you know, I get that scroll. So I killed some spawns, my EXP did not go up. So I had to go back in Creator and fix that. And I did find a bug. So I went back in it and tested out some of Pancake's things, and it was pretty cool. And then I started to actually finally level up, and I did not get the scroll for some reason, so I was kind of confused about that. I went back in the game to see why, and then made like some little small things, and I did get it. the magic book. Didn't give me the magic book though, so I was kind of confused. So I gave myself the magic book, and I did that. And then when I tried it out, it did not work. I tried using it. I forgot about up and stuff, and when I tried to use it, it just did not do anything. So I had to go back in InCreator and fix that. But going back into InCreator, I did find the issue, and I went back in the game, tested it out with a golden sword, and it did actually work. So I was very excited about that. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on.
Hey guys, my name is Board. Closey has invited me to this game dev challenge. Let me show you what I added. So first I made some adjustments to the overlay. Next, I made a tower structure. This contains loot as you can see in this loot table. Also, I made a mana gem that increases your mana. As you can see, I also added titles. Lastly, I made a command for setting your mana. Now time to pass it on to the next dev.
Hello everyone, my name is Noi. I'm the creator of JoJo Habanera and JoJo What Stands, and Closey has invited me to this game dev challenge. And yeah, let's go check out the workspace. Alright, first off, looks like we have some folders, and we're just gonna load up the game and see what we have. Oh, we got some sounds. Ooh, there we go. See, to scroll from the Noble Kingdom, how to play. Press R to switch. Turn your primary magic abilities given to you at birth. Give a magic creator. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. Fire. This is like a fire area code. A fire area. Yeah. Ooh, fire area. Sword or stick. Ooh. Let me turn on game sounds. Let's grab a sword. And fire. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. I assume we'll have more later on. Any items or anything? See, gem of mana. Alright, anything like keybinds missing on? Oh wait, there's a bunch of them. Hold up. I have a fire move. I have light magic. Oh, you have to hold it? That's interesting. This is also an interesting model. I might change it so you don't have to hold this. Looks like we can shift through them all. Just make things glow. That's what I'm assuming it does. Okay, it does. Yeah, it looks like that's it for this light magic. Is there any commands? Does not look like it. Alright. I'm gonna go check out the workspace now and see what I can do. Progression titles. Ooh. Maintenance. I didn't know this was a thing. Maximum is 1000. Okay. Does not work. Why is this not connected? 1000. Yeah, new title beginner. Looks like I'm gonna do some cleaning up, and we'll figure out from there. So let me get my 2-hour timer set up, and let's just get to work. So basically, one of the first things I did was set up cooldowns and make the moves actually use mana, as well as, you know, fixing the sword, because I didn't like that you had to hold the keybind to use it. Oh, why do I have light magic now? So now I can't spam it until it comes back. So now it seems to work. Light sword. Yeah, so now you can have the sword out and you don't need to, you know, go off and do all that. It would be cool if we had like a title system. Let's move these down. I'm gonna add one more just like magic title. So yeah, novice. There we go. And that should just add up one more to the little progression tree. Next, I ended up just quickly remodeling the light sword, which for some reason didn't work, so we're just gonna go through this pretty quickly. Then my next change was the biggest change. I ended up combining both the magic systems into one, because I thought it was weird you could have like light magic and create a move with fire magic. And I ended up just deleting part of the creator, so that whatever you create is only going to be the type and not the magic. That way people can expand the types later and you're not going to be wielding multiple different types of magic. I also fixed up a couple of details here and there, like switching moves when you don't have the moves and stuff like that. So we load in. Obviously it gives us this little thing. So of course when we try to switch moves, it does absolutely nothing because we don't have any moves. And if we make the wizard letter, it gives us the book. I need to fix that. Of course, you do an area. So we're gonna figure out our magic. So let me just fucking, yeah. Just really have one move. It does do that. Hitting 20 magic level related. Oh yeah, I forgot. So it looks like we had dark magic there, which worked decently well. So let's see if we can try and get a different magic. I could just add the command right now, but I do have to fix that new title thing. Then after that, I basically just finished up. I fixed some bugs. A little bit more like give you 3 scrolls instead of just the 1. And yeah, then I finished up and I sent it over to the next person.
Alright, so Quasi said that I needed an intro, so here it is. I am Foily. I am the mod developer for Sea Kings and Straw Hats, Quirks Unlimited, and Shinobi Uprising. And so this is my section of the mod that I was working on. So yeah. So when I first got the workspace open, I started away just by getting all the key categories and checking all the keybinds to make sure that they were all bound to the right section and just fixing one of the issues with the categories. After all that was done, I loaded up Blockbench and started working on a Minecraft title for the main screen when you first load up Minecraft. Now this was not named correctly, I did change it up afterwards, I did fix it. So then I started work on a model for the armor for wizard armor, so I got all that set up, got all the textures and everything. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go quiet and I'm gonna make this a speed lapse or a time lapse, so you can just see all of the work that I put into the mod.
Oh baby, I wanted you to be inside my arms where the night goes down. Oh baby, I wanted you to be here when the sun comes up and the day goes by.
So this is the look of the final model. I am just setting up the group names and pivot points. Once that's finished, I will cut back in and just explain a little bit more about what I've done, and then my turn is over and it's on to whoever's next. So I forgot to mention, I set a mini system for the GUIs that just whenever you hover over it, it will explain what it does. I wasn't too sure on everything that it did, so I kind of just fiddled around with stuff and estimated what some things are. So I'm going to speed this section up, and then that's the end of my segment of this whole thing.